Hi, Eamon here from Psychonosis News. I got many requests for my bunnet to return as I did in one of my earlier videos for fun. A bunnet is a cap, as you can see here, a hat. It's what we wear in Scotland sometimes to keep our heads warm, especially when you've got no hair. But anyway, I've fulfilled the request and I'm going to take it off now. I'd like to say welcome to all those people who are in the adventure, and also to any future people that may watch this when we set it out worldwide. I want to talk about something today to do with stress that causes us problems. Now, it's something that's a hidden thing. Stress is very hidden, it's very subtle. It affects us in all sorts of ways, and the main way that we're affected by stress is that we procrastinate. Procrastinate is a wonderful word. It's something that every human being has been cursed with. Procrastination. Anyone who's on their deathbed will tell you how much they regret, if you like, things they didn't do. Things they could have done, that they knew they had the talent to do, but didn't do. This issue is completely and solely responsible for this. This is what I'm going to tell you now. Our mind doesn't like change. If you've ever gone on a diet, which I'm sure we've all tried on numerous occasions, diets or go on a fitness regime, you know how difficult it is. It's because we're fighting against our mind. Our mind wants to remain the same. It doesn't want to do things. It makes us lazy. Not so much lazy in the fact that we're misdirected. It doesn't like change because it wants to keep control of you. It may seem strange, it may feel like it's got its own power, but the power lies in the fact that we've given it the power. And that's what we're trying to take back here. You'll notice that we tell you very little to do other than ask questions within this adventure, because the secret of the adventure is that we do question. Because once we question, the real us appears. Because the real us has been brainwashed, unfortunately. But brainwashing isn't all bad, because we need it. We need it to survive, to communicate. We need an identity. And we live up to that identity. We become up as little children and then become friends. We have brothers and sisters. We then go into our teenage years, we go through that, we have friends there, and we communicate and we experience life. And without the illusion, if you like, of our identity that we have here, we couldn't exist really. We would not have a very fun life. So it's not a thing to look at and dislike. In fact, it's a thing to love. But when we connect it with who we are, that's the difficulty. Now, what happens during procrastination, which is a wonderful word when you think about it, to put things off. When we say that we procrastinate, what we're actually doing is we're taking our life and we're delaying doing something that we want to do. Every day we eat, and every day we drink, and every day we communicate with our friends, or we communicate, we do a hobby, or we go to our work, and we spend very little time on our mind and how it operates. We think about things all the time. We think about how wrongly treated we have been. We think about, hopefully, how wonderful life is. But we don't actually question what's in our mind. Where does it come from? How did it get here? How did we begin to think the way that we think? We need to be able to do that. And this is what this program is about. It's trying to get us to spend 5 minutes per day, 5 minutes per day, looking at certain aspects. One of the greatest things that we want is, a lot of us say, show me a miracle. So you know what? This whole program on the belief systems and questioning them is so that you personally can create a miracle in your life. And that's what we want to do. Now, I'm going to say this to you. There are certain things in your life that you know is impossible because you've tried many times to do it. It may be a simple little thing to do with your health. That maybe you've not been able to give up smoking. it may be quite serious, like an anger management situation, where you've attended classes, where it's frustrated you, you've even taken medication for it. Maybe even more serious than that. It may be that you lose your temper all the time and you cause chaos and you don't know why. And you're frightened that you're going insane. Nobody knows the miracles that you require to prove that psychosis is correct. Now I want to tell a little bit more about psychosis. I'm going over my time a little, but I think this is important. Psychosis is the psyche, the real you. And gnosis being the knowledge of who you are. It's my own word. It was created for a reason, because it's a law. The same law as how electricity works in a different field. It's the same law that creates children when we have a child. It's done through science. Psychosis is a science. I stumbled onto it because I asked questions. It was given to me as a name so that I could take it forward into the world. I'm unschooled. I didn't go to university, unlike my Facebook thing says, but I do that to confuse people. I left school when I was 14 and never wrote anything. And when I took on psychosis 10 years ago, the Psychosis News, and wrote 2,000 articles, I did it completely on the inspiration that I spoke about earlier. But I believe implicitly in the unseen world, because the unseen world to me has become the real world. And the fantasy world is the physical world that surrounds me by all the people that exist in it, who are all exactly the same. We're all brainwashed and we all procrastinate. It baffles me how many people have started this adventure, who gave their names willingly, their telephone number, got told exactly the procedure that would happen. And I can almost guarantee that there are some of us out there who have not done anything. The problem I've got is I don't have a choice. If I write the article, I get up at 5 in the morning and I say the video, I really have to fulfill it because I've done it. I've read it many times over, looking for mistakes, and I've asked the question. I can tell you I have made major changes in my life that have given me much deeper happiness and peace that I haven't felt even in 10 years of doing these articles on Psychosis News. It's the most exciting adventure that I've ever partaken in. And it baffles me, other than that we have the curse of procrastination that delays us from getting to spending 5 minutes of our busy day, that we can't get up 5 minutes early, or we can't spend 5 minutes before we go to sleep to watch a video and to read an article and sincerely ask a question. And those who haven't done this are not feeling very much. Those who are doing it will eventually feel something. And I guarantee that when they understand that they're not their emotions, life will change. When you talk about procrastination, the stress it gives us in our article tonight. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I'll say bye from the bonnet.